Hi there guys, I'm Chris Bowden and welcome to the Geek Group. Today we're going to teach you how to build your own home recording studio at a rather serious level. What we're building is a full professional recording studio, but we are doing it on a very constricted budget, so we're not getting into the really expensive stuff. This is just the best bang for the buck. So the first thing we're starting with is walls for actually building the studio. We're doing real construction. That's what we're going to talk about today. And we're going to go in and show you the actual walls and everything in progress. But to start with, I wanted to show you the whole process that goes into it to give you an idea of some of the tools you'll need, some of the materials you'll need, and the basic concepts of the construction. So because our building, as you can see, is built with cinder block walls, we'll start with our cinder block, which we just brought in from outside. This is actually one of the cinder blocks from under the burn barrels. Now, once you've got, this is our wall. Now, from my perspective, I'm looking straight at the wall, but understand in real life, this cinder blocks, the hollow parts go up and down. That's your z-axis. So in real life, that would look like that, and you'd be building your wall on here. So because I'm working on it, I'm going to lay it down. So I've laid the wall down there. Now we're going to need a plug, and we've got a plug. Cool. First thing you need to do, now what we're starting with in the studio was just a plain cinder block wall. It was painted, it'd been that way for 30 years. So what we want to do is be able to stop the sound. Now if you're really motivated, what you can do is fill your cinder block wall with sand. We didn't do that. It can be done. They're usually open at the top, and you just get a whole bunch of bags of sand at Lowe's and start pouring them in, just the fine beach sand. It does help. There are a lot of people that do it. We didn't because it's a major pain in the butt. I just really didn't feel like doing it. So you need a hammer drill. Now this is not a regular drill. A regular drill just spins around and around. This actually, it's a nice Bosch hammer. A hammer drill, when you push on it, it'll make a horrible noise. They're really loud, and it bangs as it turns. That's what a hammer drill does. It's a very specific type of drill. You can get them at your local hardware store or whatever. You can buy them anywhere. This one, you can flip this up, and it's a regular drill, and you flip it forward, and it's a hammer drill. Now, you can probably hear the difference. If it's on a regular drill, it just sounds like a drill. But if you flip the little hammer thing on, you can hear the banging, and it's got like a little anvil thing in there. So you need a properly sized bit for your wall anchors, because one of the first things that you need to do is you can't put nails into a cinder block wall. Sucks. Oh, shut up! I know there's masonry nails and all that, but no, no, bad. Don't think like that. We need to have what's called furring strips, which is a strip of wood. This is about the cheapest, nastiest furring strip you can get, but these are the ones we used. And it's just a piece of wood that's about 1.5 by 3/4. And you put that on your brick. And here, I'll get this in here so you can get a good close-up. We're going to have to do this way out there. But this mounts on the wall in vertical strips. And you want to make sure you get them lined up. Get a level, do it right. But the way we did it is you drill a hole in your brick. And I'm going to drill 2 holes, and I'm just going to eyeball it so they line up. Oh, hang on, I will do it just the way Mikey did it. Mikey did all the furring strips in the studio, so that was his part of the project. Now the anchor is a little plug. Here, I'll give you a look at it. It's a little blue plastic thing that's ribbed on the outside and split, and it's got a hole with some teeth on the inside. Now the way it works is you just drill your hole, you put the anchor in the hole, and tap it to get in there. And I totally borked that because I didn't do the hole quite right, and this will happen. The bit that we have isn't quite perfect for the anchors, and if you screw it up, just hammer the thing flat and drill another hole, because it don't matter. So I'm just going to drill another hole. There. Blow all the dust out of your hole, grab an anchor, and you got to get them just nice and straight. You got to pay attention when you do it. But drive it in like that, and it'll sit flush with the wall, so it's totally smooth. And I've got a mess there. We don't care about that. It's all right. So the next step is you need a hole through this, and I'm just going to cheat and use this bit, which is not the best bit. Drilling through wood with a masonry bit kind of bites. But it'll work in a pinch. It's fake wall anyway. It'll be okay. And there will be bolts that come with your anchors. We bought them as a kit, and you get like 100 anchors and 100 bolts or something like that. And you just put the screw through, put your furring strip up against the wall, and you drive the screw right into the soft, chewy center of your wall anchor. Just like that. And it rigidly mounts to the wall. And when we did this, I missed a step. Because you don't want to have just the wall anchors holding it. The wall anchors hold everything in position. So what you do is you get this stuff. And this is fun stuff. We're using liquid nails for projects, which it's kind of like caulk, but it's not. It's glue. And you just put a bead, 1/4-inch bead is fine, of this right on your wall. I recommend putting it on the furring strip, but because I've got a lot more furring strip here than, this caulk gun's real garbage. Because I've got a lot more furring strip than I do wall for my demo here, I'm going to put it on the block. You can put it on either, doesn't really matter. But you put your bolt through, and see I've got liquid nails right over the hole, it doesn't matter. Just put it right on there, and then tighten it down. And that glues it right to the wall. And you don't have to wait for it to set up, it's fine. Put wall anchors appropriately. We put, for an 8-foot stick of this, we used 5 wall anchors evenly spaced. You put one towards each end. You don't want to have them right up at the end. You can see right here we left a space of about 3 inches, 4 inches. You don't want to split. I recommend pilot drilling it because they're prone to cracking when they're this thin. So use what works for you. But you set your things up. We're going to do another one real quick here. Yes! Cool! I have a faulty cinder block. I don't care, I'm going to do it again. Mike, the cinder block sucks. Okay, I'm just... Will that hold? Is that... Yeah, that... This is my whole day. The whole video is completely off the rails. I don't care. All right. So, we're going to fake it. It's TV. Maybe I can get one over here. Let's try. We'll give it a shot. We have a very narrow wall. That's something you can't do with a real wall. Bang it out. I'm making a mess of the table. It's fun. All right, I gotta clean that out. And then you set the wall anchor in your hole. It's my whole day, man. I gotta make that one work. It's my last anchor. Gonna put a bead of that on there. I do need to drill the hole for it, don't I? Ha-ha. I think it's pretty obvious that I am not a carpenter, if you haven't figured that out. Okay, I'm a science geek. I'm not a carpenter. I don't think there's anybody watching us who's going to mistake me for a professional of any capacity. Give me that back, thank you. All right, line that up on there. And even if you smush it down, it'll still go in. Fuck. It's off the rails. It's off the rails. Get a new cinder block. We're starting over. We're just, fuck! That is the most colossal train wreck of an educational video we've ever made. Okay, we've done this 800 times. I've never had one, so just completely go to shit. Just instantly. Just That's going on a blooper reel, man. Yeah. That's all right, let's get a new brick and a new furring strip and new anchors, and we're just gonna start over, cause damn. Get me a brick, Mike.